was a superstar. I've been saying it for years. I keep telling everybody she's the Steph Curry of women's basketball, college or pro.
That is a shame.
Here we go.
Knock it down, bro.
Oh man, look at this throw.
Yeah.
Like it had eyes.
Yeah.
Like
Put
it
that
had
pressure on him.
eyes.
Put that pressure on him. Put that pressure on him. Put that pressure on him, lady. That's what I'm talking about.
Whoa.
Put that pressure on him. Hey, you can't be the person that don't miss. Best you can do is tie him. Okay.
Yes, sir.
26 official.
Come on. Wow.
Lately, something's been flying under the radar. Steph Curry's shooting coach has been non-stop posting about Caitlin Clark, and it's starting to feel very deliberate. To make things even more intriguing, Steph himself appeared rocking his Nike kicks again, stirring even more buzz. Now, all the signs are pointing towards something much bigger. Rumors are heating up that Caitlin might actually be training with Steph's personal shooting coach, and that idea is gaining serious traction fast.
But Caitlin Clark commented underneath that video, "We want to see Steph make 12 threes a game. Stop grabbing him, please." You know? And she never really, she would say when something was a foul or to, a complaint to that ilk. But Caitlin hasn't come out and said, what they're doing isn't basketball.
She even dropped a comment on one of Steph Curry's interviews, and that single move had fans piecing things together instantly. The connection between her and Steph's circle keeps tightening, and the timing is impossible to ignore. That sparks a serious question. If Caitlin Clark is actually working with Steph's personal shooting coach during the off-season, does it make her an unstoppable force next season? Or is this just hype spinning out of control? Either way, this isn't idle gossip. Development like this can shift the entire landscape. Lately, Caitlin has been keeping her usual social media routine, seemingly normal. But that one comment flipped the narrative for many. Steph had just finished an interview after a game where the Hornets were locking him down relentlessly, and Caitlin jumped into the comments, saying, "We want to see Steph make 12 threes a game. Stop grabbing him, please." On the surface, it could have been any fan showing love, but coming from Caitlin and in reference to that exact issue, it lands differently. This is the same type of relentless pressure she's faced throughout her WNBA career, and it's personal. That's why Steph's interview resonates here. When asked if the Hornets' defense affected him, he cut straight to the point, saying part of him pushes back because it's not real basketball, yet he also admitted there's a side that finds it flattering, showing just how much influence he exerts on the defense. That not real basketball line carries serious weight. What Steph was really pointing out professionally is that when defenders abandon straight-up defense and resort to grabbing, holding, and face-guarding every possession, it's not skill, it's fear disguised as toughness. Caitlin Clark knows that feeling intimately. Her rookie WNBA season was a crash course in relentless physical pressure, with teams swarming her the second she crossed half-court, sometimes sending 2 or 3 defenders at once. Every possession brought hands on her, bodies leaning in, constant contact designed to slow her down. Sure, some of that is smart basketball. When you face the league's top shooter, adjustments are expected. But much of it crosses a line, turning into contact that would draw fouls almost anywhere else. The problem is, WNBA refs have let it slide repeatedly, possession after possession. Even Stephanie White, now coaching Caitlin in Indiana but formerly on the opposing side with Connecticut, acknowledged it herself. Too much perimeter contact is allowed league-wide. This isn't hype or fan chatter. It's the reality Caitlin has been navigating night after night. That's a head coach calling it straight from experience. And Rebecca Lobo caught it too, pointing out missed fouls on Caitlin nonstop. Foul after foul, everyone sees it. Yet the whistle stays silent. Caitlin has mostly kept her distance publicly, speaking only on close-cut moments like the Kennedy Carter shoulder check, never turning her perimeter treatment into a league-wide debate or public showdown. That's what made her comment on Steph's interview hit so hard. She's supporting him while quietly speaking from lived experience, getting her point across without stealing the spotlight. And she's not wrong. Fans want to see Steph drop 12 threes a night, sell out arenas, and lines forming overnight for his shoes. The same energy applies to Caitlin. Stepping back from 30 feet, hitting impossible threes, threading passes that defy logic, and owning the floor with pure skill. That's her superpower. That's why attendance surged when she played, why her games kept getting national TV slots, and why she's a player everyone tunes in to watch.
There's a part of you that like fights it just because it's not real basketball, but there's also a part of it that's flattering. Just knowing that you demand that much attention and also what it does to create shots for other guys on the floor. So, and I've seen it all, so I know if that's how they want to guard, like how I can be effective, not let it take me out of the game, but also kind of use it to our advantage as a team. And then it's also funny at times just how egregious it is. There's one possession, I gotta find it. I'm actually get the footage. I actually stayed back in the backcourt a long time on purpose just to see how long Sion would stay with me. So that was a fun.
Fans tune in for skill, not for seeing defenses maul a star while the whistle stays silent. When that happens, everyone loses. Somehow, the Wnba has convinced itself that letting excessive contact slide is a badge of toughness, as if more grabbing and holding automatically makes a league tougher or more legitimate. But that logic is backwards. The NBA ended that years ago because they understand the simple truth. People watch basketball to see stars perform, not get mugged every possession. And Caitlin's situation isn't unique. Chelsea Gray, Becky Hammond, Natasha Cloud, and even Stephanie White have all called out the problem. It affects the entire league, especially perimeter players and elite shooters who need space, rhythm, and movement to dominate. What makes Caitlin's story stand out is how measured she's being. She picks her spots carefully, knowing that constantly complaining about officiating can make a player look soft or deflect responsibility. Instead, she steps into Steph's situation, backing him while making the same point without shining the spotlight directly on herself. A smart, strategic move. And then there's the extra layer fueling speculation. Steph was recently seen wearing Caitlin's Nike shoes, adding even more fuel to the conversation. Lately, something's been flying under the radar. Steph Curry's shooting coach has been non-stop posting about Caitlin Clark, and it's starting to feel very deliberate. To make things even more intriguing, Steph himself appeared rocking his Nike kicks again, stirring even more buzz. Now, all the signs are pointing towards something much bigger. Rumors are heating up that Caitlin might actually be training with Steph's personal shooting coach, and that idea is gaining serious traction fast. She even dropped a comment on one of Steph Curry's interviews, and that single move had fans piecing things together instantly. The connection between her and Steph's circle keeps tightening, and the timing is impossible to ignore. That sparks a serious question.